This is exhilarating. Get excited.
JonTron's StarCade, Episode 8, Everything Else. Now, with this, we will hopefully be able to get past the curse of Tronicus's, his whole thing with StarCade. I'm really hoping
so he's done basically only all the bad Star Wars games so far, right?
He's done some good ones in terms of just...
He did some ones that he said were surprisingly decent.
Yes.
But I'm thinking that he missed a lot of, like, the really good ones.
Oh, yeah, like the Super Star Wars games and...
Jedi Knight.
Jedi Knight. Oh, yeah, dude. And Jedi Outcast.
Yeah. And Shadows of the Empire.
Mm-hmm. There's some really, really good ones. But overall,
Rogue Squadron.
Oh, dude, yeah. Rogue Squadron 1 and 2. Battlefront. And Battlefront 2. What would have been Battlefront 3 if, Lucas Arts could have...
It'd be interesting if the last episode was just like, and the actually good ones.
Nah, I think the last one's been
Force Unleashed as well.
Oh, yeah. The first one, not the second one. The first one. But the last one's the Star Wars Holiday Special. He saved an entire episode just for that. Yeah. So, yeah, JonTron's StarCade, Episode 8, Everything Else. Can I be perfectly honest here? I'm interested to see what John's going to say about the Star Wars games and everything. Hold on one second. Let me... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Forgot to fix this. 1 second, everybody. Oh. There it is. Okay. Just to make sure it works. And we're good. Figured that was a pretty good one. Here we go.
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, where did you get those apples?
Apple Planet. Infinite apples over there.
Those are the inhabitants of the Apple Planet. Those are the Apple people, sir.
Oh, that's why they were screaming.
How the hell did he get C-3PO? So original like that, I wonder.
I guarantee he found a cosplayer that had like an OG C-3PO outfit. I was like, hey, you want a cameo in one of my videos? And the guy was like, do I?
We've been through a lot together on this intergalactic journey through the games of Yester Lightyear, and we've seen a lot too. But the fact remains, there are just too many Star Wars games out there to cover in a timely fashion. Why don't we take a few quick looks at some of the more interesting and notable games out there that may have been unassuming at first glance. If you remember, early on I covered Star Wars X-Wing, but did you know they also made a spiritual successor to that game? They didn't go in the direction you may have expected, though. This is Star Wars TIE Fighter. For the first time, you got to play as the bad guys. That's badass, dude. I want to embrace my inner dark side. I want to look and feel.
That game in stores as a kid, and always wishing I could get it, but I never got a chance to.
Well, now you're gonna see if you made a good choice or if you should have grabbed it when you were a kid.
Apart. I want to go all the way.
No, okay, this.
John, no. An Iranian man dressing up as a friggin' Nazi. That's not cool, dude.
Didn't work. I'm gonna take this off now. It's kind of like Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima. If you played both X-Wing and TIE Fighter, you got to see both sides of the story. The combat and gameplay are pretty much the same as last time. The biggest difference is that everything is Empire themed. Art and music this time around were pretty extraordinary too. Definitely felt like you were part of the Empire.
I have come with an offer for the rebellion.
We have little reason to trust you, Admiral Harkov.
Yes. Especially because you've chosen to show up to today's meeting dressed as Count Dracula. Hey, come on, man.
There. I'm going to bite your neck.
Pay attention over here. This is a very serious meeting. You're getting a little too snuggly in your snuggie over there. What kind of fashion sense is this, anyways? What's coming back next? The Anakin Skywalker bowl haircut?
A boy can dream.
Let us show you the improvements we've made to the TIE Advance.
Yes, it does appear they can still bomb things sitting still. Most impressive.
Admiral Thrawn, I am promoting you to Grand Admiral for your obedient service to the Empire.
Do you know how hard it was to line up this meeting with a dark thunderstorm? I've been going to weather.com every day for like 2 weeks. I think the site gave me malware.
Next up, Star Wars Behind the Magic, an interactive CD-ROM that was developed to be an in-depth look behind the scenes at the original trilogy. It's got glossaries galore. For example, here's a page on weapons from the Star Wars universe. Weapons tests, huh? What's going on in there? Oh, hello, Mr. Stormtrooper. You're looking conspicuously in the center of attention. Oh, what are these? Ewok rock? Yeah, that's my favorite genre, too. Oh, ow, ow! I thought it was just gonna be an enjoyable...
I thought it was just gonna be like one rock that was just gonna bounce off
For
the center and
genre,
be like,
too.
"Eh."
Nope.
Oh, ow, ow! I thought it was just gonna be an enjoyable concert with furry midgets! Holy
Jesus.
Ain't to worry about him. He's...
Ow, ow! I thought it was just gonna be an enjoyable concert with furry midgets! Holy crap! Wow, what
Yeah, he dead. My man dead as fuck.
educational value? Well, they have a good point, you know? I mean, how else would you know if your weapons were functional? Hey, don't worry, dude. I just want to make sure everything's working correctly. Okay, yeah, we're good. It worked. Come on, get up. Quit being such a baby.
Jesus. Whoever made this was unhinged.
Death Star Ray. Oh my god, that's a bit overkill, isn't it?
Let me out! Let me out!
That's really freaking dark, man.
Oh my gosh. Just, oh no,
Oh, come on! What a cop-out!
They made me sit here and watch this poor man's quiet desperation. I'm watching him pray his final thoughts, and they wouldn't even give me the payload. Listen, I just wanted to see the guy blow up, okay? I'm not the crazy one. I just wanted to see his legs come off and his eyes come off. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the good stuff. Then we have Star Wars Demolition. This was LucasArts' take on the Twisted Metal vehicular gladiator formula. It's definitely one of the more oddball offerings. It's got one of those cool in-world menus that actually take place in a setting, like Conker's Bad Fur Day or something. I don't really know what it is you're laughing at, but okay, see you later then. You can pick from all sorts of different characters that have their own vehicle. Pretty much what you'd expect from a game like this, except it's Star Wars, which makes it automatically better. I honestly wouldn't complain if they remade this for current times. It would work. But let's not beat around the bush, okay? We all know why we're here. It's to watch Boba Fett's little baby legs dangle around while you play the game.
Just,
Here and there, to and fro, Boba's legs will surely go. Also, there's a Gungan chessboard level where there's just a bunch of Jar Jar Binks heads on giant stones. It's a bit of a Easter Island for your greatest Gunga fan, all right? You know who you are. Stand up. Don't stand up. Sit back down.
No.
And now, the one you've all been waiting for. Star Wars, Masters of the What's in a name, huh? This is one of the most universally panned Star Wars games in the universe. Ours and theirs, although I suppose they're technically the same. Don't worry about it. Personally, I don't get the hate behind this one. I think it's pretty awesome. Any game in which you can make Luke Skywalker, not figuratively, but literally fight himself, is a game that's okay by me.
Knockout. Luke Skywalker, when ready.
There's a decent spread of characters, but it seems that some are more overpowered than others. These guys really must have partaken in some true resistance training to eat that many lightsabers to the face. Seems to follow similar rules to
also, I hate
training to eat that many lightsabers to the face.
But Darth Vader would not be hitting a Yas Queen fucking pose like that.
Right.
He's like, I just whipped your ass, and now I will strike a pose. Also, he beat up Whore.
Seems to follow.
If I remember right, this was a part of a demo disc that was that was on PlayStation 1 for like the, you know, the Pizza Hut demo disc. I think this was on there.
Similar rules to Tekken or something, so the lightsaber functions closer to a wiffle ball bat than a laser sword. That's probably part of the reason this game was so poorly received. Is that really a fair fight? Come on, Han, didn't Chewie ever tell you not to bring a fist to a sword fight? You dumbass.
Relax, no problem. Darth Vader versus Or.
Whoa, okay, well, just make sure you use protection then. While we're at it, how about a look at some of the more old-fashioned merchandise? This is what's known as the Millennium Falcon playset, a thing that literally only a crazy person would want. To use this thing, you basically just strap it onto your keyboard and rock Chewbacca and Han Solo back and forth like you're trying to jerk off a badger. When you push down on one of the characters, it...
What do you know? How do you know what it's like to jerk off a badger there, John?
Pushes all the way through the device and hits a key on your keyboard. So essentially, it's just a very complicated way to push buttons on your keyboard. As for the software it comes with, if you could call it that, it's just like a
Very impressive.
Dragon's Lair type thing that uses footage from the real movies. Very compelling.
Inventory item retrieved.
But what about, you know, regular old merch, not bundled with software? What do they call that again? Oh yeah, toys! Fancy yourself George Lucas as good guy? How about George Lucas as bad guy? George Lucas as family. All hate, all fight. It's George Lucas's actual family as Star Wars characters. You can't make that up. There are some things in life that aren't meant to be questioned, just absorbed, admired, savored, and cherished. This is one of those things. You know you can't hold back your true feelings for me. But what about all you... aspiring Jedi out there? What can you use to hone your skills? Well, the Star Wars Force Trainer, of course. Except you can't, because it doesn't work. Ever. But it does make you look like a total jack-off, so at least that's 1 point out of 10. What's this I've got here? The Death Star, right? Obvious. But what if I told you it's actually Darth Vader in hiding? Impossible, you say? Oh, but how wrong you are! I think he must have seen Lady Gaga on TV and just decided to go for it. Han and Chewie to the rescue!
The fuck? This looks like a discount Spaceballs. Like, look at the... It literally looks like a thing from Spaceballs.
Watch in awe. Be amazed as Han Solo transforms into a slice of pizza. And Chewie transforms into a pita bread sandwich.
I was going to say a calzone.
Into one half of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. He turned into a calzone and he turned into a slice of pizza.
What? Oh, you gotta snap them together. There you go. Millennium Falcon. There it is.
Mini.
And so, here we are. We've seen pretty much everything there is to see. I guess we're done. Right? You didn't think I'd forget, did you? We've been spending a lot of time looking at the worst and weirdest, but I'll never forget the times I had with some of the greatest Star Wars games. Games I ever played. Things like Star Wars Battlefront, Knights of the Old Republic, Rogue Squadron, and even Lego Star Wars. But that's what we all love about the brand, isn't it? That's why I was able to sit here and endlessly talk on and on about this magical franchise. At the end of the day, Star Wars is an open book. There's so much fun to be had in the universe, and so many depths to plunge. The ride doesn't end with Episode 6. It lives on and on, spread across the universe in the hearts of many. It's more than a film, a game, or a book. It's a goddamn phenomenon.
It was.
At least it was.
A goddamn phenomenon.
Until Disney pooped all over it.
Just, Disney was like, oh, so this is something that you love and you cherish. Okay, hold on. Disney, what are you doing putting it in the toilet? Kathleen Kennedy, why are you sitting down on the toilet? No! And thus, nothing.
My childhood became a lie the day that Luke Skywalker died from being tired. How the fuck did Jedi die from being tired?
I don't know.
Sir, you forgot this. It's starring me. Am I cool now? Can I be on YouTube Rewind?
Huh, look at this. Star Wars droids? I never heard of this. All right, one last game for you, 3PO. This tune, of course. This was played beside some of the most memorable of scenes. This game is weird and old. Never a good combo. To control C-3PO, you have to actually move your cursor manually over to one of the panels on the bottom of the screen and then hit your action button. So you can't just go right and shoot one of your yellow diamonds to dispose of enemies. You have to select the move button, get in place, stop, select the shoot button, and then shoot. Talk about tedium, even for the era. And then there are these weird Simon Says panels. Oh, what fun. You know a game's getting good when one of the main puzzles is Simon fucking Says. A game you can literally buy for your keychain. Shit. Perhaps they were trying to emulate Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, wrong space movie with aliens, guys. The one you were looking for was clearly ALF!
Laxative on a rope. Melmacian hiccups. The cat won't fit in the toaster.
Who is winning these encounters between me and the enemies? There is no clear winner in droids. Only chaos. Whoa, good thing C-3PO's all ripe and oiled up, huh? He bent his head down a whole 2 inches. This move comes in very handy on the Jerusalem level where C-3PO has to bow to the Western Wall. After you grind through these enemies, and I do mean grind, you get to these weird computer things near a door. I don't understand how anything in this game works. What is this, the robot TSA? Is he about to feel my junk and make sure I don't take any thermal detonators aboard the starship? I see how it is. So you're gonna profile me because I'm a droid, huh? Because I'm bright, shiny yellow? You know, sometimes I pine for the days before the Death Star exploded. They even used to have a lightsaber section. This game is so bad. C-3PO and R2 just stay in the center of the screen the whole time and move with the 2 frames they were graced with. I'm done, 3PO. I can't even do this for you. This box art looks familiar, though. Where have I seen it before?
Oh no, Master John, you mustn't ask.
What do you mean? Where's it from?
It's been buried. My capacitors go faint, even to think of it. There's only one man left in the galaxy that knows its whereabouts. I'm talking, of course, about the most dreadful piece of Star Wars content in the entire galaxy.
Okay, have you seen some of the stuff I've been sitting here playing? I'll believe that when I see it with my own eyes.
It's not an interactive piece of software, Master John. It's much, much worse.
A film.
So that's why the last one is the Christmas special, because it's the worst thing.
It is the worst Star Wars thing possibly ever. At least it was until the Acolyte came out. Because now I think the fact that the Acolyte has literally just supplanted that, it's like, wow, how could you make this any worse? Guess what? Much like Captain Kirk, they found a way. Oh, God. So, yeah. JonTron's StarCade Episode 8. Everything else. I will say this. If this is the worst that we get, like in terms of it, before the Disneyfication of Star Wars, then honestly, we had it pretty damn good. If this is the worst that it got, we had it pretty good, man. You look at how many great Star Wars games came out. The Super Star Wars games. KOTOR, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy. And then, of course, not only that, but, you know, so many great movies. So many iconic moments. And now what do we got? 90%
bunch
of the
of crap stuff, and most of the stuff from the past removed from canon.
Yeah. Not only that, but the stuff that is still quote-unquote canon, they decry it and literally do everything they can to just pretend like, oh, it didn't actually happen. This is the real truth. For instance, the Force. They did the whole thing in the Acolyte with, you know, the witch space cult about these Force witches that basically were using the Force as a thing to basically birth Force-sensitive children into the world, and they kept doing the chant, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. I was like, oh my gosh. What is this, a Lamaze class for fucking, for midichlorians? Is this what's going on? What the hell, dude?
Like, as a concept that, like, just when you originally explained the concept, I'm like, that doesn't sound that bad, but then when you explain the chant with it, it's
look,
like, yeah, that's cringe as fuck.
It is, and this is my thing. I
Sounds
am
like
not
something
against.
They could have made good if they had actually made it good, you know?
Yeah, my whole deal is I am not against them doing ideas that are new. What I am against is them basically doing it bad. Not only doing it badly, and pretending that the original ways are wrong. It's like don't get me wrong, the Jedi Order wasn't perfect, but to basically compare the Jedi Order to the Third Reich, which is literally what they did, comparing the Jedi Order to the Third Reich, I'm sorry, no. That's, don't get me wrong, the Jedi Order, I have my problems with the Jedi Order, but no, the Jedi Order was not the Third Reich, by no comparison.
Well, they weren't committing genocide.
No, they weren't. At least in the original Continuum, but in like the Acolyte Continuum, they were doing horrible, terrible, awful things to try and control the Force-sensitive children of the universe. It's like, no, they weren't. You idiots, Jesus. But once again, they gotta write their own history and their own way of how they think Star Wars should be. And if you don't agree with it, then you're the problem. It's like, no, the problem is you're not willing to admit that your story and your ideas just aren't that good. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. Hell, I can't tell you how many scripts and how many ideas I've thrown away because I read them back a little bit of time later, and they're absolute dog shit. I'm like, wow, how did I ever write this? Yeah, anyway, that's going to do it. So this was JonTron's StarCade, Episode 8, everything else. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I guess till next time, signing off, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.